My childhood was frightening.
Humiliation, starvation, beatings. For a long time, I was like living homeless, just like out in the middle of the woods with my mom.
My mom was abusive.
She was an alcoholic. She was very, like, humiliate you and like try to kill you type of abuse. She would wrap me in garbage bags and put me in the trunk of the car and drive around all day. She would like throw me in the river and tell me like I needed to learn how to swim or drown. She used to have her boyfriends shake beers up and crack them in my face so I would be drenched in beer. I would just remember her laughing about it all the time.
Did you go to school or?
The last grade that I completed was the 4th grade. I just remember like a lot of times that I would just like sort of blur my vision out and I would just sort of like mentally go somewhere else. I ended up on the streets. Then older men would like tell me I could stay with them. I was 10 years old, they were like 30. They would get me drunk, have sex with me, let me stay in their house. I was just not wanting to be outside anymore in the cold. And at 14, I gave birth to a son.
He wasn't a child that was conceived of love.
From that point, I ran. I changed my name and I just kind of like hid out on the streets. When I was 17, I met my children's father. I had a common law marriage for 15 years. We had 4 children. I had gone through all of this trauma. I really felt like I was a person in life that didn't have a choice.
All right. She's been very nervous about this morning, and I'm giving her a moment to walk out and join us at this point. You know,
Dr. Phil, this is Misty, Dr. Phil.
Misty, Dr. Phil, have a seat. Just take your time, climb up. This is difficult for you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good? All right, so tell me what's going through your head right now.
I know I just have to get through this. And I just want to get some help and like be able to move on with my life and have a better life and get the help.
Well, let's talk about you first, historically, because your journey through this world has been anything but easy. You said that at 10 years old, you were kicked out of your home, correct?
Yeah.
What was that home like before you were kicked out?
Awful.
What went on?
Starved, humiliated, beat. And like, I'm sorry that you're sitting here with me. Like, I understand how you must feel. I don't feel good about myself. And I know how you must feel.
Okay. Well, you don't know how I feel, because we've just met.
Yeah.
I look at what people do, and that only defines them as long as they keep doing that. And I realize you didn't have a good experience early on, and you left, and you spent time with your mother, and you guys lived in the woods a lot, correct? And you say there were times that you would wake up and she would just be gone. And you would be in the woods alone how long?
For days at a time.
How old were you?
4 or 5 years old.
And what did you eat?
Milk thistles or like clovers.
How old were you when she threw you in the river?
Young, like same age, like.
This was in the 4 or 5 range. You almost drowned.
Yeah.
Did she help you?
No, she was laughing.
Thought it was funny. And you said men, grown men, were having sex with you when you were 10, 11, 12 years old?
Yeah.
In order to let you stay there with them. And then at 14, you got pregnant. And that pregnancy brings us to where we are today.